Amara, and I have been, well, actually, Daniela and our friend Atante were the ones who introduced me to Zija. And so I just started, I think this is just starting my second month. So, yeah. And I have been on the weight loss bundle. This is my second month. Comes in this handy dandy box. I have it with me. But yeah, this has been awesome. I've lost 15 pounds going into my second month, and I am still eating like terribly. So if I know that if I actually did something other than just drink my drink and take some appetite suppressants, it might come off a little faster. So, but I'm pretty impressed with the fact that I've lost 15 pounds just by doing using the products. And that, and I've been using the CBD patches, which have been incredible. And so, yeah, in fact, my husband has been using these XM Plus energy drinks, which he works a hard labor job at a steel company. So that keeps him going during the day. So yeah, it's been fun so far, and I'm still getting associated with the products, but I'm really enjoying what I've done so far. And I have a few people who are doing the weight loss bundle with me, so it's awesome to be on like a weight loss journey with my friends, so we can all do it together. But anyways, we are joined here by Daniela, who is with us from Australia, and Joel, who is from Texas, but he's coming to us from Oregon. So Daniela, did you want to take it over?
Sure. Thank you, Mara. That's great. Congratulations on losing 15 pounds. That's amazing.
Thank you.
Super excited. I'm your biggest fan. I know you're going to achieve a lot more as you keep going. So I just wanted to briefly introduce myself. My name is Daniela Fezer. I live in sunny Sydney, Australia. I have 4 beautiful children. And our journey kind of began about 3 years ago when my husband was poisoned with toxic mushrooms in Europe. And so his health progressed downward, like really rapidly and quickly. And within a year from that, he had a heart attack. And then a year from the heart attack, he developed multiple chemical sensitivity. And just on a cellular level, he was a total mess. His limbic system, so his brain, was actually suffering from a lot of trauma. And we went through so many different things, so many different treatments, so many different doctors. They were all perplexed because this wasn't a common thing that happened, but they just didn't know why he was getting a heart attack and why his body was just, you know, further collapsing and just doing further damage. And so we went through a time of prayer. And this is when we were introduced to Andrea McNinch, who is an incredible woman who was able to help him and just work out a treatment, a prognosis. And she actually introduced us to Zija. So part of his treatment was also he started taking all of this moringa. And up to this stage, I never knew what moringa was, what supermix was, what Zija was. And I was just, personally, I was so run down. I was so exhausted. I was lethargic. I had no energy. I felt like the moment I woke up, I needed a nap. Just dragging myself through the day and running on adrenaline to get through my day. And when I started, this was actually the first product I started on, which is called the Smart Mix. We'll probably get Joel to explain a little bit about it later. But I was breastfeeding at the time, my 12-month-old, and she had rashes down her legs, which were quite significant. She had this for about 6 months. So all the different treatments that they treat for eczema didn't work for her. You know, elimination diet didn't work for her. But 4 days on this product, they completely disappeared. And that's when I kind of went, wow, this is amazing. not only her rashes have disappeared, but I feel so much better. Like I feel I don't need to go to bed as soon as I wake up, and I can actually run through my day. And then from there, as I started taking the product every day, I noticed my skin was clearer. I noticed my hair was, looking better. I just felt like this mental fog, like brain fog, was lifted off. I started to feel more positive, especially going through, caring for somebody who is really severely sick, chronically sick. It really plays on your emotions, and I just started to feel like everything was building up for me. And that's, a few months into it, my joint pains disappeared. Probably the first month, I felt like I had no more joint pain. And that's when I kind of went to all of my family, my friends. I'm like, you guys have to check this out. I started researching what this was. I got connected to, obviously, Joel McNinch, who's going to be coming after me and just explaining everything about this. But it's just been an incredible journey. And now, because of the impact that these products have made in my life, I have been able to share with so many people. And my passion really lies in helping everybody that I can. So, it's one of those moments when you feel you have been impacted and you have been blessed. You want to pass the blessing on, and you want to let other people know. It's not, I don't want to keep it a secret for myself. So that's where, I make the time to do this, because I know there are people who are struggling with chronic illness. I know there are people struggling with fatigue. Like, how many people struggle through the day just with fatigue and need to drink multiple energy drinks or coffees or whatever else just to get through their day. And so now, we have been able to impact hundreds of different families and households, not only with toxic-free living, but with the most powerful superfood on the planet. So that's, I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to introduce you to Joel McNinch, who Amara said is already from Austin, Texas, and he's going to be able to explain a little bit more about the products. I have the products here, so as he talks about them, I'll just show you what they are. So over to you, Joel.
Okay, thank you, Danielle. I'm going to do something radical here and try to share my screen. Let's see if it works. This is new to me, so just let's see if it does it. Screen record. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. Just kidding. So I've got this nifty PowerPoint that I was going to show you guys, but I think I'll just kind of explain it to you. But basically, we'll talk about 3 areas of Zija. Essentially, we're a plant-based company, and we offer solutions that help simplify your life. Right? Like, we all want to have an easier flow in our lives, and Zija's products definitely help you do that, and they help you do it in a way that's all natural, like all organic plant matter. So we want to be the leader in organic wellness, plant-based wellness globally. And we've got a footprint. We're in 50 countries operating. So anywhere you know people, you can probably share the products with them and get them started on a healthier journey, which is awesome. So I've been with the company 7 years. It'll be 7 years in February. And it's been a fantastic thing. It's been very, very richly rewarding for us to help so many people all over the world. I've never been to Australia in my life. I've read about it in books and seen it on movies. And I just went there about 6 months ago and met Daniela and David and their beautiful children, and spent about, 4 or 5 days running all over the country with those guys. And it's awesome. And we've become fast friends, and it's just great. And I look forward to developing relationships with all of you as we grow Zija all over the world. But it started with a product essentially called Super Mix, that's based off a plant called moringa. And you can get moringa anywhere. You can get it at the health food store. You can get it at Walmart or whatever. My neighbors grow it down in Texas where I live. I live close to an Asian lady who grows it for cultural use, etc. But we're the first company to use the full tree, which gives you the optimal benefit of the plant, right? We use the seeds, the leaves, and the fruit of this tree, and it's a product called Super Mix. It's a blend of those 3 constituents, right? So it gives you, Daniela's showing it to you there, it's 46 antioxidants in there, so it helps your cells be healthy. 36 anti-inflammatories, so it helps your joints be healthy. You don't ache and pain. It's got omegas 3, 6, and 9, which helps you think more clearly. It'll also clear up your skin, and your hair will start growing like a weed and all kinds of stuff, right? It's got 20 amino acids in it, including the 9 our body needs to maintain healthy, lean muscle mass. So women specifically, when they start on Zija products, will start noticing they're losing inches more so than pounds, because y'all tend to tighten up and tone up more so than the fellas do. We usually carry our weight right in our gut in our butt, And then the women tighten up and tone. Matter of fact, there was a woman in the event I'm in right now that went from a size 14 to a size 7 dress size in her first 7 months on Zija. Guys, that's literally like a dress size a month. You know what I mean? So her name's Pam. She's in there, and it's pretty exciting stuff. So it's an amazing product that gives you every vitamin from A to Z and at least twice the recommended daily allowance. So people say, do I still take my multivitamins? If you want to waste money, you certainly can, right? But guys, you'll get every vitamin and mineral that your body needs, every omega, every amino, everything in one-stop shop. You just dump that little sachet in a bottle of water in the morning, 500 milliliters, 16 ounces, and you just throw it back. There you go. Amber is showing you right there. That's awesome. Shake your bottle, shake it up, and throw it back, and you're good to go. Okay, so that's our number one product. It's wrapped around our weight management system, so you take that every morning first thing. Then what you'll do is you'll consume a capsule. It's an herbal capsule. It heats your body up and it burns fat. So wherever you and I have fat, right, unwanted stored fat, these little burn capsules, if you will, or turbo capsules, they basically just burn fat. They incinerate fat, right? So that's a good thing. It'll also keep you from wanting to eat like 20 donuts or something, right? It's an appetite suppressant, which is great too. So the last component is something called premium tea. It's a detoxification tea. It's got a blend of herbs in it, which basically you'll take this tea 2 nights a week before bed, and you'll steep it in some boiled water, and when you wake up in the morning, you'll have a moving experience, and you'll void out all those toxins, all those fat cells that the capsules were burning off your body. So it's a 1, 2, 3 system, right? 1, your super mix, 2, your capsules, and 3, your tea. And then of course, Amra's got the Trim and Tone essential oil too. That's an extra bonus that you can use. You can put it in your water, and it helps you clean out, it's a blend of citrus oils basically that help your body's filters stay clean, like your liver, your kidney, your gallbladder, so you can eliminate waste more effectively and also metabolize more effectively. And you can also use it topically on areas that are stubborn fat areas, right? It'll get absorbed into the adipose tissue, and it'll help fight fat. It's kind of like a fat blaster, man, which is awesome. So anywhere you have stretch marks or unwanted fat or any of that stuff, it'll really go to work on that. So that's our number one seller for sure. That's $199 US to buy a month supply of that, right? And that's kind of what it is every month and stuff. So it's about $6 and some odd cents a day, maybe $6.30 a day to lose all the weight you want, with 100% 30-day money-back guarantee. So if you start using this product and, say like Amra, she's been on it, a month. Let's say she, instead of 15 pounds, she lost no pounds. She might go like, hey, like this isn't working for me. Like, right, I want my money back. Well, get your money back. Zija has an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, and we've been in business for over 13 years. So we don't want your money. We want you to have a great experience on the product so that it'll work for you, give your body the best result, and that you'll help share the good news with other people, right? So that's one. Number two, one of our other hottest selling products, specifically in the USA, we just opened this up in Europe, also South Africa, other countries coming, is our CBD patches or stickers, right? So we've got these transdermal stickers, these CBD stickers. You can stick this bad boy on your skin, and it will actually deliver a static amount of CBD to your body transdermally for 24 hours. And they're awesome. Like you buy a box of those stickers, right? And they're $99, right? There's 30 of the stickers in there, and they come in these little 6-packs, these little sheets with 6 to a sheet. And I sell those all day long for $35. So I'll sell the sheets. I'll say, hey, Amara, you want to try these or whatever? And so she can try them, and it's $35, right, for a thing of those. And so I'm paying $99, right, for a box of them. And as I sell each sheet for $35, I make $175 cash back. So my profit's $75 cash per box. I mean, I sell them all day long and twice on Sunday. I sold some to an Uber driver 2 days ago that was driving me, right? And he's actually already called, and him and his wife are both ordering tomorrow. So I'm like, I can't even believe this stuff. It's like the best lure in the tackle box if you're a fisher person, right? So they work, and they work like crazy. Some benefits that you'll notice is, number one, cognitive function. It helps your brain process, and you feel very much in the zone. Like that and super mixed together is kind of like the holy grail, right? Also, mood improvement. So if you're grumpy or cranky or irritable or whatever, you'll be turning that frown upside down wearing our seat. It'll help improve your mood. Guys, if you have trouble sleeping, a lot of people struggle and can't wind down with the sleep thing due to a lot of mass technology coming at us. It's hard for our mental faculties to shut down when we're staring at a darn, super phone or whatever all day long and stuff. Some of us can't shut it down. So when you stick that thing on, studies show that you'll get 2 to 3 hours per night more deep sleep, more REM sleep. So when you're sleeping, you'll wake up refreshed and rejuvenated, and your body was able to repair itself overnight because you were able to sleep instead of just laying there and light sleeping and bouncing all over. You're able to get that deep restorative sleep that we all need, that REM sleep, which is awesome. Quiets aches and pains. So a lot of people struggle with pains, inflammation issues, etc. CBD is fantastic for helping silence inflammation in the human body. So it's a fantastic product. And what I love is that it works better than the gummy bears and the drops and the CBD, this and that and whatever, because it's absorbed transdermally. So your body absorbs all of it versus taking it orally and losing 97% of your dosage through first pass metabolism, right? So it's awesome. Your body can get the full benefit of the CBD versus having to, do the, lose it in the metabolism, et cetera, et cetera. So that's a big deal, guys. Those are some of the products that we sell. One of our most popular products is energy, right? A lot of people are low energy. They need a shot in the arm. We've got a product called XM Plus. It's exactly like that super mix that I described at the top of the explanation there. Same nutrient value, etc. But it has a couple other botanicals in it which give you a kick, right? So first is there's a green tea extract in there, right? That green tea extract definitely gives you some energy. Turns your tractor on, gets you running and gunning, right? There's also another botanical in there, garlic. Garlic is definitely good for energizing and open up the respiratory system, right? There's another one in there called desert tea or desert nevadensis, which is found in the American desert, like in Nevada, Utah, etc. That opens up your tracheal and your bronchial tubes. So your body is taking in more oxygen, and when your body takes in more oxygen coupled with that garlic in there, your carburetor, your engine is running on full tilt. Like, that is a phenomenal product. If you put that in a glass of water or bottle and shook it up and drank it and didn't notice something, you would not be human. All right, like, everybody notices something. That stuff works. And just ask Amara's husband, man. He's running around like Johnny on the spot drinking that stuff. She's like, yup. So anyway, those are just some of the products. The last thing I want to explain to you briefly is our essential oil line. There's a lot of essential oil companies out there. It's become a very big movement in the holistic wellness community. We have a line of oils that we're the first company ever to actually mirror real clinical studies. So when somebody says, hey, lavender is good for stress or whatever, read this little clinical study. We guarantee that the exact quality that we use is the same exact quality, and we prove it under a microscope because we bought the quality standard for every single essential oil that's ever been used in a clinical study from the company that did all the studies over the last 40 years. So we've got those, guys. We uncovered a couple cool things. We've got some products called AGX. They're capsules, right? And these capsules, you can take these capsules, one in the morning with breakfast and one with dinner. And the first one is Cell Health. It allows your body to absorb nutrients up to 8 times the normal absorption rate, right? So if you have leaky gut or you're not getting full benefit from eating the food that, maybe you've taken a lot of antibiotics in your life, whatever, and your gut's kind of shredded, you can take 2 of those a day and you'll get the full benefit, 8 times more nutrient value from the food and the supplements that you're using because your body's got those super carriers carrying them to the gut. Another one's AGX Digest. You take a couple of those a day. If you have digestion issues, it'll help your body restore normal enzyme activity to your gut, and you can digest your food appropriately and not have the issues that surround poor digestion or no digestion, right? And then there's a product called AGX Women's. AGX Women's, same thing. You take 2 a day, one with breakfast, one with dinner. It helps your body produce normal progesterone and estrogen levels. So women that experience, terrible menstrual symptoms, painful around that time of the month, maybe hormonal imbalance with regard to menopause, different stuff, hormonal balding. There's women that are losing their hair, because of hormonal issues, etc. All kinds of stuff, right? It'll help normalize that progesterone and estrogen level in your body and silence those issues. I mean, that's been I live with 3 women. So let me tell you, once a month around my house, it gets wild. And that's really helped silence a lot of that stuff. All right. So everybody's a lot happier. The last product is AGX Men's. It comes in a blue bottle for a reason, right? A lot of times as men age, they lose their manliness, their ability to kind of, the knuckle draggers, we're losing our macho, right? So this helps restore your libido. It helps restore your energy levels. It helps restore, as a matter of fact, I had a buddy of mine that's 50 years old. He's a pharmacist, and he started taking that stuff, and it calls me maybe 2 weeks into it. He goes, man, look at my face. He's got me on the FaceTime. He's like, dude, I'm breaking out like a 15-year-old kid. His body was so ripping and roaring with testosterone and andros and HGH that he was literally like a teenage kid again with regard to, so he had to kind of cycle through that for a little bit, but it was amazing how much tea he didn't have. So he got his tea back and everything. So it's an amazing product, guys. That's an amazing thing. That's a $2 million epigenetic study that we did to come out with those products. And those products work, man. They work like crazy. So those are just some of the products that we offer. Last thing I'll mention briefly is the ability to get your products for free. So when I became a distributor several years ago, I was excited about going out and sharing this with people and getting little commission checks every week and all this kind of stuff to pay for my products. Well, about 6-8 months ago, Zija brought on a new CEO that was instrumental in taking 3 global companies to over $1 billion in sales. One of those companies is called Melaleuca. Melaleuca is a $5 billion company, big time Australian tea tree oil, you know, and all their stuff, household kind of healthy home company. Jeremy opened up Asia for them and took that market to $1 billion before he left. Today, that market does, Asia does almost $3 billion of Melaleuca's $5 billion annual revenue, and they still use the same practices that he brought into place in those markets years later. Another company called Beachbody was a weight loss company, is a weight loss company. Shakeology, Billy Blanks, P90X, all that stuff. He came on, took them from 67 million in revenue to 1.7 billion in 8 years, and they use all his stuff today too. Another company called Optivia, or Medifast, which is a $1 billion a year New York Stock Exchange publicly traded weight loss company. Same thing with that company. He doubled the stock price, doubled the size of the company, turned him into that $1 billion brand. So we brought him on about 6-8 months ago, and for the first time, Zija's got multi-million-dollar profit year over year. We've operationally installed some crazy framework, guys, and it's getting better every single day. Shipping, logistics, they've tightened up contracts, vendor relationships, everything. They had well-meaning family running our company before, which was great, but you know what they say about the best intentions, right? Okay, so what's cool about this is we've got people in the CEO seat and the C-suite that know what they're doing. They've brought crazy infrastructure to our company, and we've got a rocket ship to the moon at our doorstep, at our feet right now. It's exciting because the first thing they did is install a way for distributors like us to get our products not just paid for, but get them free right off the bat and keep our commission checks, which is awesome. So I don't know about you guys, but I like keeping my money, you know, right? My family could use it, right? And your family could use it. So what we've got now is we've got a deal where if you're brand new, you help a few people, 3 new people, go on, like Amira talked about, going on the weight loss journey with you. Guys, you're going to get your next shipment paid for, $200 worth of product for free, which is great. Or maybe you start on CBD squares or whatever. Get a few people to start, buy a couple boxes, one to use, one to sell, one to sample, right? And they get their stuff free, et cetera, et cetera. You can also earn points. As you get further along in the company, you can start to earn points every month. And those points equal up to some great trips. In fact, in the spring, and you still can do this too, the qualification is till January 3rd. My wife and I, Danielle and her husband, David, we're going to go on a crazy trip in the Southern Caribbean, Antigua, Barbados, you know, like St. Kitts. I mean, like crazy nice places, San Juan, Puerto Rico. And guess what? It's for free. It's for free. Zija pays $3,000. I mean, that's a trip of a lifetime. And we're going to spend 7 days fellowshipping together and hundreds of Zija distributors from all over the world and hanging out. And they're going to launch new products. It's just an exciting thing, guys. We're launching healthy coffee next month, reishi mushroom coffee, a really exciting healthy coffee. We're also going to launch some new meal replacement shakes that meet FDA guidelines to be a true meal replacement shake, peanut butter and chocolate. And they're all plant-based, guys, and no synthetic anything, right? Like incredible stuff. So you're really at a neat place at a neat time. And if you want to improve your health, we can help you there. And if you want to improve your family's financial standing, we can certainly help you there. And if you want to be a part of a positive group of people that are doing something fun and helping their fellow brothers and sisters out there, we've got you there. And it's just an honor and privilege to share with you tonight. I'm actually in Portland, Oregon. I'm freezing my tail off. I'm going back inside this little conference center here. But let me show you what we've got going here. All right, so here's our gatekeepers right here. This is Lily and I say, yep. Yeah, these young ladies. There's Ari. Hello. What's up, Ari? This is Australians and everybody. Good to see you, buddy. There's Jeff Pomeroy. What's up, Jeff? And Jeff's lovely wife, Jazz. Yep. Those are the 2 young ladies there belonging to those guys. And then here's a bunch of good people here. This Landon Weaver. He's the youngest superstar out here. And there's a bunch of Australians and everybody. Good night, mates. We're saying hello. And so, but anyway, it's good to talk to y'all. And I'll let you guys, Danielle, I'll jump off here so I can visit with these folks and let you guys finish up. And God bless y'all. Nice to meet you. And looking forward to everybody's mutual success here. So thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Joel.
Cheers.
Have
You
a great
betcha.
time. Say hello to
Hey, you
everyone.
betcha.
Bye. Okay, so that was great. If you guys have any questions, feel free to either send them to Amara or just even if you wanted to ask here. I think Joel's left us on, so we can chat. I just forgot to mention also when I was sharing my story, I ended up also, my body was just so full of inflammation, and I ended up losing 20 pounds in, I think, over a period of 7 months, but I was just using the moringa because I was still breastfeeding, so I couldn't do the detox and the whole thing. But it was, you know, that was a big bonus for me. So I'm really excited about that. But Amara, do you want to jump in and close the call, or?
Let me unmute myself. I see Yoannette. Is that how you pronounce your name? Yannette? And
I
Jane.
think it.
Just wanted to thank you guys for coming on. Andrea, did you have any questions or anything?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So I had some questions. Is there any artificial sweeteners in the mixes?
No.
So
There's absolutely nothing artificial in any of our products. So they're completely plant-based, completely organic. They're actually pharmaceutical grade, so they're above organic. So yeah.
What's used as a sweetener for the mixes?
Okay, so we have I can send you actually a product profile that would probably be the best, and then you can have a look. But it's a whole plant. In the super mix, we have a whole plant, pure cane, like a whole pure cane mixed into it, the sugar cane, and stevia, and we also have mango extract in there. So it's pretty much a little bit of fruit, but the majority is basically it's 2 full handfuls of moringa. So we use the leaves, the seeds, and the fruit of moringa. But there's no artificial or highly processed type sugar. It's an actual whole plant sugar.
Okay. Then I was gonna mention, so my husband and I had started with the CBD patches, and so we're kind of doing like a trial with them. And this past 3 nights that my husband's been using them, he has not snored, and it's been amazing.
Oh, better rest for you, better rest for him. That's great. I love the CBD patches. I actually also find with them that it kind of extends my sleep because I kind of use my evening time to do a lot of different work because I'm busy with the kids during the day, but it feels like it extends my 6 hours into 8 hours of sleep because I just get into that deeper sleep and I feel, rested in the morning. So it's really been a lifesaver in that respect in terms of sleep.
I know for me, I have chronic neck pain from being in 2 accidents that totaled my car twice in the last 1.5 years. And so not horrible, but I've had whiplash twice in the last 1.5 years, and it's really helped because I was reaching for Advil every single night. And so it's taken the edge off that. And I also have a 4-hour round trip commute every day. So that takes the edge off me. Just my mood has been, definitely more calm.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been really good. And I actually did a test run where I did them for 4 days and then I went 2 days without because I wanted to see what the difference was. And I could definitely tell the difference. And so I know my friends that have been using them love them. So it's been really